Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, honored guests. Picture this. You are standing upon a high, majestic mountaintop, similar to you might find here. And you have this clear and beautiful view of the world, but you are precariously balanced, and a slip down the slope might send you into an abyss of hurt and harm. I might suggest to you today that that has occurred already, that we have been on a high mountaintop of effective criticism, and we have slipped into words of personal attacks and malice, into an abyss of hurt and harm. Plenty of examples. Let me give you some. Politics. Republicans are fascists. Democrats are baby killers. Even in the workplace. Did you know that 1/3 of U.S. workers face malice, workplace bullying, according to the Workplace Bullying Institute? Even in families, I see it. Words of hurt. In a restaurant the other day, 3 tables down, I hear this. "Don't sit like that. What are you, a whore?" I mean, what is this? And even in simple, everyday things like bumper stickers. Mean people suck. I don't think they get quite the word mean there, or malice at all. Malice, what is it? Inflicting harm, hurt, or suffering. Random House Dictionary, 2012. Now, I'm not here to tell you that we should get rid of free speech. I'm not even going to be here to tell you about how to give effective criticism. My goal here today is that you, and you, and you, and me, and all of us can start reducing malice. To get us started on that path, I would like to give us 7 steps using the word absence. A, awareness. Isn't that what psychologists tell us? The first thing we need to do is be aware that there's a problem, and I think there is a problem. After today, you've got some examples. Hopefully after my talk, you'll be thinking about this. Awareness. B, behave. Behave as a role model. So when those hurtful words start eking out of your mouth, stop. Take a breath. Reconsider. Is that helpful or hurtful? And when you're getting ready to send that email, pause before you send the send button. Or even on Facebook. By the way, 1 in 60 Facebook posts are considered malicious according to Barracuda Labs, who tracks this data. Maybe send that to a private message to yourself and look at it and wonder, is it helpful or hurtful? Behave as a role model. And then you can see, no, not the letter C, the word see. See these examples around you and see that this malice, this hurtful personal attack is occurring. And when you see it, E, enforce that you must do something about it. Isn't, after all, that what we learned from 911 is that we need to act and enforce and take action and talk about it? When you enforce that we need to do something about it, you can do it with empathy. You're talking with a friend, you hear them say something, that seemed a little bit hurtful. What is it we were trying to communicate there? Be empathetic, but let's enforce and talk about it, that this is not the way we should approach things. And if they don't stop, ladies and gentlemen, if they don't stop, I suggest N, that we need to forsake those individuals, those activities, those organizations, and potentially even renounce in a civil way. Jane or John, I just want to participate in this organization any longer because there's so much malicious talk and hurtful comments and personal attacks. That's why I'm not participating in your organization or supporting you as a politician or whatever it happens to be. Potentially you need to forsake and even renounce. And then we can see, yes, this is the real letter C this time, we can communicate. Now that we know, we can start telling others about, hey, this maliciousness that's going on, that it's growing. And then we can communicate and tell others what's going on. And then they will also, right? They will also then be aware. So they can behave as role models and enforce, if necessary, do something about it. And if needed, need to forsake. Last but not least, E. Evidence, evidence, evidence. When you are trying to solve a problem or help somebody, stick with facts and evidence, not hurtful words and personal attacks. I really do believe, ladies and gentlemen, that we don't need to continue to slide into that abyss of hurt and harm. With absence, awareness, behave as a role model, see what's going on and observe it, and enforce that they need to take action. Forsake, need to forsake if necessary. Communicate and talk with your workers, etc. Evidence, evidence, evidence. I think we can leave this room and we can peek back on that high mountain with that beautiful world, a world with the absence of malice. Mr. Toastmaster.